Hello Heather, or hello Autumn, or hello Heather and Autumn. My name is Oceana and I work with Boost My Buyers as a small business growth specialist. And in this video, I just want to show you quick 3 things that you can do today to start bringing in more customers or patients for your business. And you're probably wondering why I would send this to you, what's in it for me. And truthfully, in today's world, it's busy out there and local business owners and office managers are too busy actually running the business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. So sometimes the only hesitation that they have about hiring someone to help them with these things is that they don't know who is and who is not an expert in the field. I found that by giving away free information of actual things that people can do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of those local business owners and office managers raising their hands and saying, you know what, Oceana, I like you, you know what you're doing, please just take care of this stuff for me. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business grow, shoot me a quick message and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you just want to take this free plan of attack and implement these things on your own, that is fine with me. So I'm just going to jump right into the 3 things that can set your company above your competition. I'm going to be going over content, citations, and backlinks. If you don't know what these are, do not worry. I will be explaining. Okay, so first of all, it's content. Content is basically everything that you see highlighted now. So everything in blue. All of the words and even the images count as content. If I can maybe get a good example, there's not a lot of simple. Okay, so if I save this image, I can see it says, "Thank you for your service." .1, that's what the image is saved as, and that's nice, but it's not actually helping people find you. So you're going to want to use resave your images as keywords that are going to bring people to your site who are looking for a veterinarian. Okay, so you also want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage to be optimized and start showing up in front of potential customers. The reason for this is that content is king with Google and it can really make or break your visibility. So I'm going to see how many words you have here on your homepage. 219. So that's not really anywhere near the minimum of 1,500 words. But if you get up to that 1,500 word minimum, you are going to see an increase in business because you'll be seen by more people using Google to find veterinarians. I'm going to pull up a tool that my agency uses. It's called Ahrefs. And I already looked up your information here. And I'm going to see what words you are currently ranking for. You are ranking for actually over 1,000 keywords, so that is really fantastic. And we can see which ones here. You're showing up in first place for quite a few, which is great. So let's see. Okay, so the Pet Hospital Orange, California, or Pet Hospital Orange, Healthy Pet Hospital, etc. And you're all the way down here. Let's see, how far do these ones go? I'm looking at this column right here to see. Okay, so you start dropping off. Carolina Rossi, that must be someone who works there or someone you're involved with. Healthy Pet Animal Hospital, you're showing up 3rd there. And then you drop off and you're starting to be seen in 4th, 5th, 6th, etc. And what I would want to do is go through here and see where you're ranking. You know, if we go to, say, the 4th page here, we can see we're going to look for keywords with a high volume, so that means a lot of people are searching that are relevant to your business, and show that the person who is doing the search is looking for a veterinarian. So Orange Veterinary, that would probably be someone who's looking for a veterinarian in Orange, and there are 60 people a month who are searching that. You are currently getting 0.03, less than 1/20th of a click every month, so less often than once every 20 months are you getting a click from someone typing in Orange Veterinary. And you are on the 3rd page. So number 27 is going to be on the 3rd page of Google. So this is one keyword that I would want to make sure to include on that homepage with the 1,500 words. Just like this, Orange Veterinary, find a way to kind of fit that into a sentence that can be a little challenging to make it seem natural. You don't want to just list these keywords because Google has been programmed to notice when someone just lists a bunch of keywords, and it doesn't rank you well for that because it seems scammy to them, or spammy, either way. And so you want to fit that into um, you want to fit that into your homepage in that 1,500 words, and that way you can rank higher along with these other strategies I'm going to show you. That's going to help you be seen by more people looking for a vet in Orange. Okay, so here's one that I also found. At Orange Animal Hospital, you are not showing up for that keyword, and it's getting 150 searches every month. So if you were to be in the top spot for that, you could be expecting to see, let's see, you could expect to be seeing about 60 to 70 clicks every single month just from ranking that one keyword. So you're going to see definitely an increase in business. Okay, so I'm going to go to the results here for Orange Animal Hospital. Normally, at the top of this, you would see, I want to really show you one that's actually more of a, this one you are probably showing up for, which it would be a good thing. Let's see. Let's see if you're showing up here. Da, 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 da. I'm not. Oh, there you are. Okay. So you're down here. You definitely want to be further toward the top, which these, because not a lot of people are actually going to go down and click on something that's this far down the page. Most people are going to click on these three here or the top three here. So the first thing that we see when we click onto when we search something is usually ads. And this, you can tell it's an ad right here. And people do notice that, and they often just scroll right past it, which is why ads are not extremely effective. Plus, if somebody clicks on that ad, the person posting that ad has to pay money every time that someone clicks on it, but that does not mean that they're necessarily going to get a sale, obviously. So they can be a real money pit if you're not careful with them. Okay, so then we have the next visible section here. This is called the map pack. This is where most people find local businesses. They prefer it because you can see where you are comparatively. You know, if you know you live in this area, you know how close you are to these ones. You can also see the rankings and whether or not they have a website. So it's nice, and that's a lot of people like to find local businesses through there. And then the last little area I want to point out is, so this one, it has Yelp, but a lot of people just kind of move past Yelp, just like they do with the ads, and they're going to look at these local listings. So these top 3 local listings are where you want to be. This one, VCA Hospitals right here, they go around and they buy small mom and pop shop veterinary clinics and rebrand them under VCA's brand. And so I kind of almost have a personal vendetta that I want to have more mom and pop shops be successful, so they don't have to resort to selling to a large company like this where the employees don't even know the person who is running the business. I love small businesses where the employees know the owner and everything works. Everyone works together and people are treated like humans instead of, you know, like a number in the machine, right? So that's why I do what I do. That's kind of a little side note there, but okay, back on track. So you may be wondering how to get up into these top 3 here, and I'm going to show you right now. So this is over here. I pulled your Google My Business listing up, and it's got your name, address, and phone number there. And you want to make sure, first of all, that this information is perfectly correct. Specifically your name, your address, and your phone number. You want to make sure that it's exactly spelled like it would be anywhere else on the internet. the reason for this and why it's so important is that Google uses this information to find out how many times your business is mentioned across the internet. Anytime that your business's name, address, and phone number is listed anywhere online, this is known as a citation, and it will act as a vote of confidence, telling Google that your business is legitimate and relevant to its searchers, which is all that Google wants to do, right? So citations are usually found in directories such as Yellow Book, White Book, Yext, City Star, and so on. Even actually Facebook has an area where you can submit your information as a citation. So the opportunities really are plentiful. I'm going to jump over to one of my other favorite tools. This one is called whitespark.ca. It's about $30 to $70 a month, depending on which plan you go with. But using this, we can see the list of citations that your business has. And you actually have 50, which is a very good start. You're ahead of the curve, I would say. So that is good. You're going to be seen as authoritative, and that gives you a jump start. I would definitely want to bring that up closer to 100, but 50 is a very good start. So how we identify the places where we can go and get citations is, we see the ones that you have, and we can go in here. This is VCA's citations here. They also have 50, but they may not have the exact ones that you do. So what you want to go do is you go through and you go back and forth and compare. You've got BBB and Bing. They have Bing, but they don't have BBB, but they do have B2B by yellowpages.com. So you're going to want to click on that, go in and see if it is something that you can list your business on too. That way you'll have 51 and they will still have 50. So you go through and you find those and just kind of, one by one, put them in your pocket. And that's going to add authority to your business and push you further to the top of those organic rankings. Okay, so that's how you beat the competition with citations. Now, the last thing that I want to go over with you is backlinks. Backlinks are another way that Google decides who has the most authority and therefore is the most relevant and trustworthy for their searchers. So here is Ahrefs again. This is how I look at backlinks. A backlink is similar to a citation in that it's a reference to your business from anywhere on the internet, and it gives your business authority or trustworthiness in Google's eyes. But instead of listing your name, address, and phone number, it is a link on another website that points back to your website. If you had a client, for instance, that came in and just loved your service so much that they went and wrote about it on their blog and included a link to your website, that would count as a backlink. But not all backlinks are created equal. It's better to have backlinks on websites that are related to your industry, as it shows more relevance in Google's eyes. If you just go around adding your website link to a bunch of random sites that have nothing to do with veterinary services, it will raise this number of backlinks, but Google won't see it as relevant, and it won't do you very much good. So I do notice here that you have a very low trust score. This DR right here, this is your domain rating. It shows how much Google thinks that you are trustworthy, and that has a lot to do with your backlinks. Now, this is a very low score for having such a high amount of backlinks, and that tells me that someone has at some point gone through and added your backlink to a bunch of irrelevant sites or sites that also have very low trust scores. So this may have been an SEO, somebody who is working on your SEO, who maybe they were working on it before Google started determining the trust score by relevance rather than just the amount. Or it could be a competitor's SEO. This is kind of a gross tactic that some people use. Which is to go through and lower competition's trust score by adding the backlink to their site on not trustworthy sites. And this is not a tactic that I use. If it's something that you want to use, do not come to me, because I don't like gross tactics that hurt other people rather than just lifting yourself. But you can see here the list of A lot of these are going to be good backlinks, but some of them are probably going to be irrelevant and therefore not actually helping. And so you could probably use kind of a touch up on that, going through and finding those backlinks and seeing if you can delete some that are not relevant and add some that are, so you can get that trust score up. And that's going to help you show up organically on these search results right here. Okay, so that is it. In conclusion, I'm just going to wrap things up for you. My first tip was to find out which words you should be ranking for and make sure those words are included on your homepage, as well as getting that homepage word count up to 1,500 to show Google that you mean business and your authority in your field. My second tip is to go out and get those citations from here to get your Google My Business up further in the map pack. Oh, that's not what I meant to click on. Where did it go? Here it is, the map pack. You want to be shown here, so get those citations. And my third and final tip was to increase your website's authority by getting backlinks to your site from other relevant sites so that you can show up naturally in here. If you implement these strategies today, you can be showing up #1 across Google for many keywords very quickly. So if you're wondering what comes next, well, you can take this information I provided you with today and do this all on your own. That is perfectly fine. But if you want the most effective route and you want to save yourself the time and the trouble, you are welcome to give me a call. I would love to hear from you. My phone number is 714-683-2380. Once again, my name is Oceana and my number is 714-683-2380. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and I hope you have a wonderful day and week.